I was asked to do a video on the VFD, so here I'm going to be doing a video on the GS2 AC drive. I'm going to show you guys how it actually works. It's already pre-connected, but I'll give you guys a rundown how it is. Now here's the booklet. It gives you a lot of information how it works right there. Here's some of the connections. Again, so the booklet, you can guys, you would have to go through it a lot of times. Here's some connection points that we do. Here, if you notice here, it's connected to a forward, then also reverse, stop. So all these different types of connections that you guys can do right there. Then you have, it says D1, D2, D3. These right here, those would be inside of here. Let me take this off for you guys. Right there is kind of hard to tell, but if you notice, we have D1, DI1, DI2, DI3, and so on. So that's what that is talking about right there, DI1, DI2. So those are those connections right there. Kind of hard to read probably right there with the way the video is kind of reading, but anyways, that's what those numbers say. And then you have RC1, RC2, and so on right there next to it. So those orange ones right there. So anyway, so let's see how this guy actually works. Normally when we do the motor controls, we use the contactors to get this guy to control it. We have to use two contactors, one for forward, one for reverse. Then we also have to use the push buttons to stop it, to start, reset, reverse it. So different things that we have to do for it. Then sometimes we have to use a potentiometer to make it go faster, slower. Some buttons right here to activate them and stuff like that. So this is the kind of everything here is what we normally do when we're running a motor. Now the nice thing about a VFD, that all this stuff is already in this guy right here, already included. Now a lot of this stuff needs to be dropped down to DC voltage. This guy actually does this, the inversion for us, so it does it right there for us. So here I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. This happens to be our disconnect. So I'm go ahead and turn it on. If you notice, it just turned on. So there you go. Now you have I don't know why on the video it's actually blinking back and forth, but here, so again, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. I'm going to, you guys have, again, right now it's kind of on the off, but the nice thing about this, it has the run button right there. I just got to push it, and now we have our VFD running. Now I can control the speed. I can make it go real slow. The hertz, if you notice, goes all the way up to 60 hertz. And again, that is the standard here in the United States. So here I can drop it down. So different speeds right there. Now if you notice here, say down, I'm bumping it up, and I'm moving the hertz. It is activating the motor right there. So there it's at 60 hertz. See how fast it's going. Then I can slow it down to slower speeds. So that's the nice thing about this VFD. Now here on the controls here, we also do have the forward and reverse. So right now I am going one direction. If you guys notice, as soon as I press this, I'm going to go a little higher so you guys can. So then all of a sudden it goes the opposite direction. Let's see, maybe that is a little too fast. So here it's going one way, I press it, and now it's going the opposite way right there. So I can actually control the forward or the reverse from this VFD. There is going one direction, reverse, then I decided to press it. Now I'm going forward again. And we do this in high speed, it can go pretty fast. Now also another thing that I can do, if you notice, I do have the stop button right here. So then I just gotta press the stop button and the motor stops right there. So every control is done right through this guy right here. So again, I can run it one more time. So this is the nice thing about a VFD. All you really need to do is connect your line 1, 2, and 3 for the voltage, and line 2 and 3 going out over to your motor right there. So 1, 2, and 3, that's what's going to your motor. And actually, we ran it right here into a terminal block. So 1, 2, and 3 are right there. And then if we do have 1, 2, 1 jumped over to 7, 2 to 8, and 3 to 9. How do we come up with this? The motor actually tells us right there on the motor. So it gives us, we're doing low voltage. So it says 1 to 7, 2 to 8, 3 to 9, and 4, 5, and 6 connected together. So if you notice 4, 5 and 6 are connected. These guys right here, we're giving that connection right there, the 4, 5, and 6. And then this one's jumper to 8. This one's jumper to, it's jumper to 7, jumper to 8, jumper to 9 right there. So that's how our connection is right there on this right here. So we get those connections going like that pretty easily. So these right here, these blue ones are actually our DC power right there. So all these are coming down into this location right there, and that would be your DC power. The orange ones would be right there. So see, if you notice, it says RC1, RC2, and then that's the same thing it says down there, RC1, 0, RC1C, RC1, RC2, 0, and those are the numbers that you'll see right there in this area right here. And like I said, DC1 and all those are in these areas right here. So again, you would connect your wires right to this right here. So those would be your DC voltage. These are your high voltage. The nice thing about this, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. So actually, before I do, let me stop it. So let me go ahead and stop the motor. So I am gonna go ahead and turn it off. So if you heard the disconnect or not, but the power still stays on for a little bit. Again, DC does that. It always stays on a little bit longer, so you got to be careful with that. Nice thing about this, the VFD, again, other than easy connections, just got to disconnect these, disconnect that, and you're pretty much off to the races. And these actually just pop out. You can actually pop these guys out and make it easy. I'm not going to do it right now. But again, this guy does pop out, and it makes it a pretty easy. These guys make it pop out. Sorry about sometimes with moving the video. So it does. All you got to do is snap these out and disconnect your 3 wires here, your 3 wires here for your power, and that's it. And then if something is bad with that VFD, all you can do is take out that HIM right here. So so the human interface model, that's what module pretty much that's what the HIM stands for. So this guy here will hold that information. It just snaps into a new VFD. You take out this VFD, remove it, and replace it with another one. Like I said, these guys just snap in, you snap them back in. Same thing with this guy. These you have to take out the screws and remove those right there. All you got to do is see if you notice the screws right there. All you got to do is take your screwdriver and remove them right there. And normally this is protected, just cover it up. And so is this guy. I had taken this guy off so you guys can see all that right there. So that would be right there. So once you put that in, you have the program already programmed right here onto the HIM. Just slap it in and you're off to the races. One more time, you turn off your power and you're able to work with it. The nice thing about this, again, you can program it. See, this is a P1. You can check your parameters, all these different parameters that you can check right there. So P1, P2, P3, P4, and you can keep going all the way through to apparently. So here, this guy up to P. So P1 gives you looks like 20 options. P2, I think will give you almost the same thing. No, P2 gives you only 8 options. P3, 19. P4, 12. P5, 7, and then they all have different things that you can look at right there. So here you can go to your hertz, and again you can change different things to your hertz and stuff like that with and depending on how you work in some of this stuff right there. So anyways, just an example of how VFD works. Like I said, it's very, very simple, easy to work with. Just like I said, just 3 wires, and then these connections are normally pre-done. And then you gotta play around with some of the HIMs and find out what they are. A lot of the stuff gives you pretty easy. They're already pre-done for you. If not, like I said, you can go into the HIM and start figuring out how some of the connections are. Here, I'm gonna see if I can find an example already pre-done. Let me see, where is our first? No. The nice thing about these HIMs or the VFD is that, again, you don't have to actually worry about if you mess it up. Again, most of the stuff can be reset right back to factory settings, and you should be good to go in case something happens. So again, they're pretty easy to work with, a lot of this stuff right here. So I was not able to find that, but anyways, Hopefully that gave you guys a little insight on some of the VFDs, how they work. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Again, I did this video because somebody requested about VFDs. This is one example. There's a lot of different types of VFDs out there. Again, if you, like I said, somebody requested it, so I did the video for that request. Hopefully, if you guys keep on requesting, asking different things, I can keep doing videos regarding what you guys want to know about. All right, so continue asking those questions. Make sure you guys give inputs, what you guys think of the video. Thank you. Bye.